Let me tell you something about in-laws. You have to be very careful when you're dealing with an in-law. Now, I have some in-laws that I get along with, and some in-laws that don't talk to me at all. And the sad part about it is it's all about misinformation. See, for those of you who don't understand how the in-law situation works, someone in your family, in your blood family, marries someone else. That person becomes your in-law, whether it's brother-in-law, sister-in-law, son-in-law, daughter-in-law, nephew-in-law. They're in-law because by law they've been brought into the family. Thought I'd break that down. But when right off the rip, they treat you not in a favorable light, you have to question that. You have to question that. They're basing their perception on you on the information that was given to them by their partner. Their partner could be right, but their partner could also be wrong. And I don't fault these people because they love their partner, they trust their partner, they believe in their partner. So 9 times out of 10, they're not going to take 5 minutes to figure things out for themselves. And even if they do, their idea of you have been jaded before they started interacting with you. They've already been fed those negative nuggets. So when they spend time with you, regardless of what the outcome is, of whether you present yourself in that light or not, that person's already got it in their mind before they interact with you that you're a certain way because of what their partner told them. Okay? You're being prejudged without a chance. So I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to take you back to, back when I was low vibrational back in the day and didn't care. I'm going to tell you what I did. I have always, even at my lowest, paid attention to people. I've always watched people. Now, my interpretation of what I saw might have been messed up based on my programming because it was bad programming at the time, or because the things that I chose to get involved with that were wrong. But I've always been the type that would be quiet and observe people first, no matter what. So when I was vibing low, didn't care about myself, hurting people because I was hurt, because we all know that hurt people hurt people. Hurting myself, harming myself, not valuing life, did not want to be in this life on numerous occasions. Tried to remove myself from this life and failed on numerous occasions. I was in the darkness. When I found out that someone had an issue with me, do you think that I tried to bend over backwards to make them think different? No, I put gasoline on the fire. I'm like, screw it. They already think that I'm bad, so I'm going to continue to do bad things. I operated in that energy. I'm like, okay, motherfucker want to look at me? I'll give him something to look at. That's where my head was, people. That's where my head was. Because I had already observed the behaviors and I've already heard the words. See, a lot of people didn't realize just because I wasn't on the block, just because I was no longer on the block did not mean that I did not receive information as to what was going on the block. I'd be 1,000 miles away and I would always get a phone call. Somebody telling me about how somebody said XYZ. Somebody did XYZ in regards to me. And I don't even have to ask. I had folks looking out for me. A couple of people looked out for me when I was at my darkest place. And you know why? Because they knew I wasn't going to be there very long. Okay? So once I found out this information, because I wasn't healed, I figured, you know what, screw it. They already got it in my mind that I'm a mess. So I'm going to provide them with a little entertainment. But let me tell you something, that shit backfires. And if any of you are in that energy, get out of it. Because what happens is you wind up making some very, very bad mistakes that you wind up paying for the rest of your life. And you're the only one that's going to wind up suffering for it. So get out of that energy. Stop entertaining negative feedback. Don't respond. Very recently, I had somebody from my past who tried to trigger me by being slick at the mouth, knowing that he was partially responsible for what went down years ago. And I was so tempted to just throw some truth at him. But you know what Spirit told me? Doesn't matter what you tell him because he's in the dark. He's not going to listen to you. He's not going to comprehend. Save your breath. Save your energy. Block, mute, delete. And keep it moving. See, that's the problem in this world. We all feel that we need to defend ourselves. There was a point in time where I felt I needed to defend myself. As a matter of fact, I spoke to someone in conversation recently, and I felt myself getting into the conversation because when I was fed with some wrong information in regards to my situation that I had a long time ago, I felt the need to defend myself. But you know what? I caught myself. Why am I explaining anything to you? You didn't deliver anything from me. For all I know, you could have been one of the ones. You're playing goody-goody now because you're going through some bullshit. But why should I explain anything to you? You didn't deliver me from this. You didn't show me the light. You didn't heal me from myself. Why am I explaining anything to you? So I had to stop myself in the conversation. Because for a while, I felt that I needed to defend myself, share the truth. No, I ain't saying shit. I look at it like this. If you come across a situation or someone who thinks they've got all the answers, let them have all the damn answers. You ain't got to show them nothing. Because it doesn't matter what you say or what you do. They got it in their mind that you're going to be XYZ, so let them run with that shit. Spend your energy on something else. There are 7 billion people on this planet. And I tell folks this all the time when they get all in their head about somebody. 7 billion people on this planet. You ain't got to worry about one. But yeah, I was one of those people. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Little do they know that I had already been told about what went down. So by the time they come back to me later on, way too late, I was like, okay, I was just waiting for this moment. Let me entertain you by giving you what you've already got going on inside your head about me. So let me go ahead and just, hey, I'm an accommodating person. I'm going to accommodate you by giving you all that negative stuff that you have going on in your head. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to entertain you. That's some slick. That's really slick. And that's really the slick and that's sick. That's bad energy, folks. And some of you are running in it right now because deep down you're hurt because you have been betrayed and don't know what to do with that. You don't know what to do with yourself. You're not there yet. You need more spiritual and mental work done. If you're running in this energy right now where you feel every time you get around certain people, you got to defend yourself. Every time you get around certain situations, you got to go all out, not even caring about the circumstances. Self-defeating, destructive, risky. You're not there yet. And until you get there, you're not going to have a moment's peace. My life is a constant spiritual journey. And it's going to end when I end. I will never declare that I'm at the pinnacle, that I'm at the top. Ain't going to happen. So if I get quiet and people are a little bothered by that, they just have to be bothered. They're used to me making noise. They're used to me causing chaos. Very recently, somebody said, well, I need some time. Okay, take it. Take it. Now that I know, now that you have told me, now that I know that what I'm dealing with, take all the time you need. I hope everything is well with you, but one thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to interfere. I'm not going to cause any trouble or anything like that. Because, see, the bottom line is that I got other stuff to do. And that doesn't mean I don't love you any less. I do. But I can't get into anybody's head. Everybody's got their own calendar as to how they're going to think and process and deal with this thing called life. And I'm not going to try to push the accelerate button for nobody. I'm not going to meddle. And if you feel I don't care because I don't meddle, then you really need to get more work done. Just because I won't jump in with a flying cape and fix everything. No, there's a time in your life where you got to take some accountability and responsibility for your shit for yourself. And if that's what you want is some time to go ahead and do what the hell you want to do, go do it. But one thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to sit there and get my hands dirty jumping in the middle of something I don't know anything about. Then all of a sudden I'm jacked up and I don't know why. I love you from a distance. Keep you in my prayers as I've always done, regardless of what you say or do. So don't get in your head and think just because I'm not saying anything or because I didn't get in the muck and mire with you, it because I don't care. That's not the truth. The bottom is I care enough for you to have faith and believe that you can process this thing. That's how much I love you. I guess that's part of this tough love thing, huh, people? So with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. Peace.